Hey, Chef Dante from the Essex here. Today we're handcrafting some pasta, and like I've mentioned in the past, this is a great activity for the whole family. So let's get right into it.
So we start with our all-purpose flour, our semolina flour, and our salt water, the proportions of which you can find in the included recipe. Begin mixing the flour together until it's well incorporated, and then make a well. I like to use the bottom of my jar for this. Add your water and begin incorporating a small amount of flour from the bottom of the well into the liquid. Once you've achieved a thin paste, you can begin adding a little bit more flour from the sides of the wall into the liquid, as we don't have to be worried about the liquid running all over the board. Once the mix is too thick to use a fork, we just scrape the extra off the fork with our dough knife, and then switch to using our dough knife and our hand to finish incorporating the flour. Our goal here is to get all of the flour off the board and into the mix. We want one smooth, homogeneous texture. We try our best to add minimal moisture at this step, and if we do need to add moisture, we use a spray bottle. Once that's done, we're going to start kneading, and we're going to knead for about 8 to 10 minutes until the dough is very firm. Once you're finished kneading, go ahead and wrap that ball in plastic or put it in a plastic bag. For the plastic bag, make sure you push the air out, give it a little pat, and then we're going to move on to shaping. The first shape we're going to do is called Cavatelli. It's extremely simple and anyone can do it. We start by making some ropes and cutting those ropes into little cylinders, at which point we take the cylinders and we roll them on our board with a thumb until they create this shape, kind of like a little hot dog bun. Pasta comes in many shapes and sizes. Use your imagination. Here are a couple of examples. This is a textured noodle made on a Cavarola board. And we have the classic farfalle, which many of you know as bow ties, but it's actually butterflies. And then lastly, we have our churraffier. This is one of my favorites. We just start by making some small ropes, at which point we roll the ropes with our knife at an angle on the board to create these little spirals, similar to a fusilli al furetto. And then lastly, we have to boil our pasta. We start by salting our water to roughly the level of seawater, and then we cook our pasta for 1 to 3 minutes depending on the thickness of this pasta. Fresh pasta cooks very fast.
And that's all there is to it. Fresh pasta is one of the simplest and most inclusive projects for the whole family. Try it for yourselves. And like always, find your inner chef, and I'll catch you in the kitchen.